President Trump secured early concessions from Canada and Mexico on Tuesday, while agreeing to pause implementing tariffs on the U.S. trading partners for 1 month. The announced delay on the 25% tariffs against Canada, set to start Tuesday, came after Trump and Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's second conversation Monday. Trump said Canada agreed to secure the northern border and work to combat the flow of fentanyl into the United States, adding that it will implement its $1.3 billion border plan and agreed to take other steps to secure the border. As president, it is my responsibility to ensure the safety of all Americans, and I am doing just that. I am very pleased with this initial outcome, and the tariffs announced on Saturday will be paused for a 30-day period to see whether or not a final economic deal with Canada can be structured. Fairness for all, Trump posted online. Trudeau, while announcing the pause on social media X, outlined Canada's new plans, which will appoint a fentanyl Caesar, list cartels as terrorists, ensure 24/7 eyes on the U.S.-Canadian border, and launch a joint strike force with the U.S. to take on crime, fentanyl flow, and money laundering. Excuse me. Trump and Trudeau both signed a new intelligence directive on organized crime and fentanyl with $200 million in funding, they said. The agreement with Canada mirrors the same deal Trump struck with Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum earlier Monday ahead of implementation of 25% tariffs on Mexico. They announced Mexico will send to the U.S. border 10,000 soldiers tasked with stopping the flow of fentanyl and immigrants entering the U.S. illegally. Trump on Saturday signed off on the tariffs on both Mexico and Canada and 10% tariffs on China. There has not been an announcement about the tariffs on China, though China's Ministry of Commerce said it would file a legal case against the U.S. at the World Trade Organization. Well, everybody's got their own opinion, but for me, I just, when I hear about tariffs on Canada in particular, I know that Trump's relationship with Mexico has always been kind of strained, right? The different heads of state they've had have not liked him all that much. But when I hear about tariffs on Canada, one of the U.S.'s closest allies, diplomatically anyway, I have to agree with Trudeau's earlier characterization of it as a betrayal, and it really just seems like it was, given how fast we went from this will happen on Monday, right on Saturday, to, okay, now we're pausing for 30 days. It just seems like he was kind of really quick to reverse course, almost like it was a bluff. Like, of course, if they didn't, offer the concessions that they have, then theoretically we would have seen the start of these tariffs. But then that begs the question: if he could get them to offer concessions, why couldn't he just do that from the beginning? Why did it take the threat of tariffs on a U.S. ally to extract this type of concession? Because from what it appears, Trudeau was willing to work with Trump on matters that relate to both countries. So it's just a really, I think, slimy thing that we ended up doing to Canada. And then when you look over at Mexico, it's pretty similar. I mean, I don't know. It's like I always remember Trump's announcement speech, right? When Mexico sends its people. So it's like if you already believe that they're purposefully sending illegal immigrants to invade your country, why would you expect them to do anything to help you stem the tide of it? But yeah, I'm glad the tariffs got paused. I hope they get canceled altogether. Like I said, it's just gonna hurt regular Americans, right? People, voted for Trump under some presumption that he would be better for the economy, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think you're going to see Canada hold up their end of the bargain. Mexico will do the same, and then the United States will find some way to either keep raising the goalpost or betray them again. Whenever you have diplomatic relations with other countries and you try to do something to them that's like retaliatory when they haven't done anything to you, just to initiate or provoke that response, you're already seeing just how slimy we can be. Like, okay, if Canada and Mexico know that they can just wake up one day and see where the U.S. wants to put tariffs on them, well, hell, then why would they not expect us to do that again, or to do it at some other point? Oh boy, it's I hope we don't end up having to pay more for stuff. The cost of food is already ridiculous. We don't need a ballooning even more.